Hi, I'm Pastor Dimas, author of a book called Street God, and it's my pleasure to be with you today. I want to tell you, there's a passage of scripture that has always profoundly impacted my life, and it follows the story of a man named Zacchaeus, and it's found in Luke chapter 19. Zacchaeus was a chief tax collector. In other words, he was a boss and he worked for the Romans. And rabbinical writings show that he was hated, he was an outcast, nobody wanted to deal with him. But when Jesus went through the area of Jericho and he saw Zacchaeus, he made it his business to go after the biggest sinner in that town. Now, what it says in the text is that Zacchaeus was up in a tree and Jesus says, "Come down, today I'm going to your house." Then what it says in verse 7 in Luke chapter 19, it says, "But when they saw it, they all complained, saying, 'He has gone to be a guest with a man who's a sinner.'" So the crowd didn't understand what Jesus was doing. But I love that Jesus is so bold that he will go after you just like he went after me. I was a kingpin drug dealer, and Jesus reached out to me when no one else wanted to deal with me. And no matter where you are in your life, Jesus is willing to come after you. And what I learned is when we have an encounter with Jesus, like in this text, when Zacchaeus finally spent time with Jesus, something profoundly happened in his heart. He got transformed by hanging out with Jesus. I'm telling you, if you spend time with Jesus, he will heal you of any hurt, pain, and save your life. He will give you a brand new life. It says in the text that after he spent time with Zacchaeus, he said to him in verse 8, Zacchaeus stood and said to the Lord, "Look, Lord, I give half of my goods to the poor, and if I've taken anything from anyone by false accusation, I restore fourfold." And what I love is Jesus said to that whole crowd that he started to pay back, he said, "Today salvation has come to this house." You know what else he said? He said, "For he too is a son of Abraham." So what he said to that crowd is, you may have looked at Zacchaeus as a lost soul, as someone that couldn't get help. But after this moment in time, Zacchaeus is a new person. He's given his life to me, and now he should be welcomed right back into this community. The other thing I want to point out is there's a book that's called The Constitution of the Apostles. And in there names a famous preacher by the name of Zacchaeus. So this lets us know that even though God had Zacchaeus as this sinner, this wicked man, God saved his life and he became a pastor. I wonder what God can do through you when you submit your life to Christ. God bless, keep looking up, and follow after Jesus.